My name is Michael Mastro. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Vastu Creations. Today we're going to look at the chart of socialite, businesswoman, influencer, fashion designer, cosmetic person, Kylie Jenner. If you look to the eastern horizon when she was born using Vedic sidereal zodiac, not Western tropical zodiac, you would see the constellation of associated with Sagittarius rising at 16 degrees. She has a really interesting chart, and it's easy to see how she's so successful. We're going to first look and see how the planets are operating, and then when they're operating during certain events in her life, and then what could be done to strengthen the chart. So you can see that Sun is poorly placed in the 8th house, which is a challenging house. It is ruling the house of good fortune and sitting in the house of obstacles, but also windfalls. So she has enormous wealth and a name recognition from her father, who was Bruce, or now Caitlyn Jenner, Olympic gold medalist. The moon is ruling you see Cancer in the 8th house. So any multicona sign in the 6th, 8th, or the 12th, the Dustana challenging houses, the ruler of that sign, which is moon, can cause some challenges. And in this case, the moon is within 2 degrees of the rising sign degree. That means it afflicts the house of social connections and income, as well as the house of creativity, education, investments, entertainment. And in her case, I think she's used this to her advantage, to have these enormous windfalls of success and money and ability to entertain and influence other people. Mars is her strongest planet. It is ruling that house of entertainment, investments, influence, and it's sitting in the house of income. It's just slightly weak by 1 degree, but yeah, it gives her a lot of passion, drive. She is said to have 95 million Instagram followers, the largest amount of anyone, and net worth somewhere around shy of $1 billion. Mercury is sitting in Leo, and Leo Sun is weak, we already said. So Mercury can't be any stronger than its dispositor or landlord, and yet it's still fairly strong in her chart. Gives her it's ruling the house of career, so gives career through business, expression, communication, huge communication through her Instagram followers. But there is some controversy. She had some line of Afro rapper t-shirts that were controversial, and we have exalted in the Vamsa and debilitated in the birth chart Jupiter. Jupiter is ruling the chart, and Jupiter gives her Pitta dosha, and it's the prime indicator for health in her chart. She has some anxiety, postpartum depression, and is concerned about weight, although she's very fit looking. Gives her life purpose through her exuberant, energetic, positive influence on others. She's very much of a humanitarian and loves children. We have weak dispositor, old and afflicted Venus at 28 degrees, ruling the house of income. Gives her income through beauty, her beauty and her beauty products. She's a beauty mogul, fashion, and it's sitting in the house of good fortune, and it's aspected by Rahu, which can cause some ups and downs, but I think it also contributes to her enormous wealth. Then we have weak old Saturn, slightly weak, gives success, ruling the house of success, gives success through discipline and hard work. Saturn is sitting in the house of happiness. We have challenging Rahu Ketu, gives a desire for spiritual and material, and she's huge donator to many, many charities. Now, what about relationships? So Moon is the indicator for relationships in this chart, and you see that it can be challenging. So there are ups and downs. She has 2 children, but not been married, but split with Travis Scott a couple times, who's the father. Let's look at the timing of events. When she was about 5 years old, she had a leg injury during a Mercury period. Mercury is ruling the house of legs, that is associated with legs. 2007 to 21, she was on the reality TV show The Kardashians during a Jupiter period. Gave her huge success and exposure. 2012, she started her own fashion line during a Mars period. Mars, again, giving investment success, passion, drive. 2013, if you look at the circular chart on the left, you see just after she got her driver's license, she was involved in a 3-car accident. And you can see that Rahu and Ketu were close to the rising sign degree. I mean, right on the rising sign degree, afflicting 6 out of her 12 houses, including their first house of the body. But I don't think she was hurt. Then that was during a Rahu period as well. And then we have let's see here. And then 2015, she started cosmetics line, which is also hugely successful. Saturn period, Saturn really a house of success. And in 2017, she started her own reality spinoff, the Life of Kylie. Also was separated from that boyfriend at the time, Tiago, during a Saturn period, again, bringing success. Had a son during that Jupiter period. Jupiter's children split from Travis Scott in 2019 during a Mercury period. Mercury can make you quite critical. Had a son during a Venus period in 2022, and then split with Travis Scott again and had postpartum depression in 2023. What could be done to strengthen the chart? So doing a lot of charity work and helping women for Moon, Rahu, and Ketu, transforming them. And then my favorite remedy, a kavash, which is a silver locket containing the Devata yantras for her benefic planets, would be helpful. Thank you so much for listening. If you'd like to order a kavash, a reading, or learn Vedic astrology, you can go to www.vastucreations.com. Thank you so much for listening.